I've been married for about 7 years, and I don't even know if this is worth it. Like, and not saying that there's anything necessarily wrong. There's nothing wrong, and that's the point. Like, I don't even know why I'm upset. I'm just, like, not thinking that I made the right decision. Like, and I have a good man. I do. And that's not the point. The point is, it's like, you really do lose yourself. You lose your sense of individuality. You lose your sense of peace. And this could be even to a good man. Like, you're gonna lose something, and I don't think it's worth it. Like, at all. I've always had a dream of, like, getting out. It's just not worth it, Dylan. I don't know if I want to continue doing this every single day of my life. Like, always checking in with someone, always having to consider their feelings, it's always somebody else. You're never alone. Even if it's
that was a lot to take in. I'm listening to this lady speak, and it sounds like to me she's selfish. And I'm just being honest, and the reason why I say she's selfish, because marriage is not about just love. Marriage is a duty to another person, that you have each other's back to the thick of it, to the end, to when things get fucked up and when things ain't perfect, or when I'm not feeling so well, I still got your back. I still love you. That's the point of marriage. Marriage, if you ain't built for this, you should never have got married. You know, I'm looking at this lady and I'm understanding that she hasn't faced the fact that she's unhappy internally. So no matter what you try to get, no matter what you try to do for as getting aesthetics from here or this man or this woman, you'll never find happiness or you'll never find peace, because you're not happy within yourself. You know, one thing I can say about Will Smith, man, he was right. You can't find happiness outside yourself. No matter money, no matter cars, no matter different sexual partners, no matter this woman or that man, they can never fulfill you like yourself. You have to fulfill yourself by doing an internal job within you. You have to start asking yourself real questions as to why are you unhappy? What is the reason why you're unhappy? What are the childhood traumas that caused you to act this way? What triggered your depression? What caused you to get into alcoholism? What caused you to go through all these things that have caused you to be a broken person, and you're seeking other people's validation, or you're seeking this person to make you whole, and then you wonder why your relationships failed or your marriage failed, because you didn't come in it with the right intentions. And that goes for a man or a woman. So it's not about gender, it's about making sure that if you're going to build a commitment with somebody and a relationship with somebody, and you're going to love somebody, you have to learn to love yourself first. You have to go through the healing process of learning to deal with the internal things that goes on with inside you first. Then you have to start building self-esteem, self-worth, and then setting boundaries. And you're going to have to find a person that is similar to that. And if that person cannot get on your frequency or your wavelength, you got to get them out of there. But it's a lot of women who marry men for a few reasons. In most cases, it's usually financial. You know, financial security. For most women, it's financial security. Another reason is because they like the pretty aesthetics of somebody saying, oh, you got married, girl, and you're going to jump the broom, and you got this $1 million wedding, and you got all this stuff, and then you got the honeymoon phase, and then when shit get real, that's when motherfuckers disappear, whether it's a woman or a man. So if you don't know if you're really built for this stuff and you're not built for marriage, please don't get married to anybody. Stay single, figure out who you are, develop yourself, grow. Now, I'm not saying you're going to have some perfect marriage and everything is not going to change, and you're not going to have moments when you dislike the person, or you're not going to have moments where life is difficult for you and that person. That'd be a bald-faced lie, that there's not going to be issues or problems. It's about how much work are you willing to work together to sacrifice so that you and that person can become one, and y'all can have a healthy relationship so that you and that person can really enjoy each other. So that's the only thing I want to say is I seen that video. It kind of disturbed me to see how people are really so selfish, and that most divorces end up in divorce because of women making that decision. You know, 70% of divorces or more, it's a woman divorcing a man because she goes off of how she feels. It's about how I feel. And people who do that usually screw everything over, because it's going to take a person with that creates balance, that's going to allow to be the strong anchor when things go up and when things go down. You know, people live in a lot of chaos because they're all over the place, and they're wondering why life is not life in the way they wanted to life, because they're all over the place. They're here, they're there, they're there. And you're living in chaos. And when you live in chaos, you can't find peace. And when you can't find peace, you can't find happiness. So people have to go within themselves, and they have to do the internal work like anybody else.